No matter what people want you to believe, don't ever turn back on your dreams.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alana here. Welcome back to 3 Degrees of Love Divination. So, I wanted to, well, first, it's June 1st. We have made it sort of pretty much, well, yeah, halfway through the year. It is flying by so quickly. You know, we've closed out the month of May. You know, the month of mental health awareness. We have the honoring the Sacred Mother as well as the Divine Feminine. And as we do that, we are jumping straight into the second half of the year, today being June 1st, and we're jumping full force with Pride. So, you know, as I am love, so are you, as I always say. And, you know, so as you take care of yourself, let's also take care of each other and be accepting and loving of each other, looking to do the healing work so that we can raise our vibrations and see each other for who we all are as human beings, and the love and the respect that we so desire for ourselves. We always have to be willing to make that choice in the name of love, to be giving of the same courtesy. So, to all others, right? Anyhow, so with that, there are some decks that I have. Well, actually, there's a lot I wanted to talk about, actually. So I started doing some lives on Instagram, and I've been trying to do those regularly every couple of weeks. Although, you know, yesterday being May 31st, and, you know, to close out, if you guys remember Charlene Windus, who is the creator of the Sacred Reflections Oracle deck, and I had her most recently on my channel, and we had a blast. And so we decided to get together on Instagram to do a live, and that was so much fun. So if you want to check out the video, it is saved on my Instagram feed, so you can go ahead and check that out, as well as many other sort of live videos I've done previously on Instagram. Also, so there's some decks that I've been working with and absolutely been loving. I have been working with the Chrysalis Tarot, as well as the Uncommon Tarot, and then I also had introduced the the newest deck by Abiola Abrams, The Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle, and I absolutely love this deck. I also love how it read with the Chrysalis Tarot. I do believe I have some videos, and I've actually up on the channel with this deck, but I know I do have some photos and maybe some brief videos on my Instagram. Anyhow, so and gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. So while I still think I'm gonna continue working with the Uncommon Tarot for now, I think I'm ready to put away. Actually, no. I think I still want to work with the Secrets of the Ancestors. Okay. Yeah. No. I'm still gonna work with that, but that's what it was. Okay. So what I was looking to maybe put away, I also really loved working with these ones. Love Who You Are, Oracle, and Wisdom of Hafiz. And these are gorgeous, gorgeous decks. These are the backs for that one, and then for this one. And the messages on the cards, and even the write-up in the guidebooks, and just kind of how it sort of blended with all the cards that I'd been working with, including Secrets of the Ancestors and the Uncommon Tarot. Just absolutely, in my opinion, just great together. So as I'm gonna be putting these ones away for now, there's some other decks that I was hoping to start working with as well. And there's some decks that I recently started working with, which is why I think I still want to continue with some. So hold on a second. Let me just put these for now out of the way so I can show you the others. One of them is the gorgeous Farhaxa Tarot by MJ Cullinan. And I do have the Crow Tarot and the Crow Oracle, both the indie and its expansion, as well as the mass market. I absolutely love it, and it's one of my, I would say, favorite sort of decks to work with when doing shadow work as well, or decks, family of decks, I guess, if you will. But anyway, so I don't know why I put the Uncommon Tarot right there. But anyways, the Farhaxa, this is the Farhaxa Tarot. This is the indie edition. I know that it was recently released mass market, and it's actually titled The Enchanted Farhaxa Tarot, and published by Hay House. I'm actually really curious to know what the difference is, if there is a difference. Well, other than the box, of course, because this box doesn't have thumb hole cutouts. So yeah. And you put the two pieces together with no thumb hole cutouts, but it's not that difficult actually. And of course the inside is just plain. So well, you know, so that's one of the obvious differences. I do know, you know, given that I do have many decks from Hay House, with Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle being one of them right here. So, right? But also wondering what the guidebook, what the difference with the guidebook is, and if the cards are the illustrations are any different, and of course the card stock. Like this deck, I absolutely love to shuffle. It's really got that, I want to say like that playing card stock, but it's not really linen. And if it is not, you can't really tell because it doesn't have the ridges like you would normally see on a linen finished deck, but it's very slippery and very flexy, like it is like a playing card deck. So yeah, like to the point where I guess where I read, it sometimes, because it's actually an L-shaped couch. And so I love to sit on the L shape and then just have, you know, as my platform. But so of course when the cushion, you know, a certain way and it's on an angle, ooh, the cards do just slide, like, yeah. So sometimes, yeah, like they won't even just stay put like other card stocks. But it's a dream to shuffle. And I love how it reads so much. And actually how it just sort of fit in. And surprisingly, how considering that I had just put away the Chrysalis Tarot. Mind you, I did work with the Chrysalis as well with the Four Hoxa for a little bit before putting the Chrysalis Tarot away. And speaking of the Chrysalis Tarot, very much in regards to, like, I lead, as I always talk about, you know, first and foremost, you know, the idea of self-development, healing practices, mental health awareness, and a strong advocate for, you know, leading with therapy, right? And, you know, shadow work, and stuff like that. And the Chrysalis Tarot, when I talk about what I talk about in regards to what I just said, that is a deck that and the only reason why I'm not showing it to you right now is because I totally packed it away, but right now, but I have read with it on the channel, so please, you know, please check that out. And I know, and I also, I think later on, at a later date, I probably really want to do a video just about the Chrysalis Tarot, because of so the set that I have is not just the, and it's published by US Games. The set that I have of the Chrysalis Tarot is the one that comes with the big guidebook. So not the one that just comes in the tuck box with the little white book. This is the one that has that version of the deck, the tuck box with the little white book, but it's also included into a larger packaging box that includes a bigger guidebook. And the bigger guidebook is where, to me, all of its working power lies. The way that it's written and set out, it's to me is set out in a very therapeutic, self-development, Jungian theory-based guidebook. And if you remember, I had Drea on my channel not that long ago, and she's the writer of the book, the Tarot Activities book, as well as the Shadow Workbook, and the Transformation books, and actually, most recently, I think this morning, as I'm filming this on June 1st, Robin Reflections had recently just put out another walkthrough of, I think, one of Drea's latest books. I will have that video linked in the description box so you can check it out. And that's for the book is a workbook as it pertains to your Saturn return. And sort of going through that and walking through the tarot, right? Along with it. So, yeah. So definitely check that out. Hi, Robin. And yes, I did watch the video, which is why I'm talking about it. I don't think I finished watching it all the way through though. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, so, and I did, like I said, I had Drea herself on my channel, and you should really check that out. Such a beautiful, beautiful soul, and yeah, and it just, the timing to meet and to know Drea, is, it just sort of fits into alignment with it's a present date. Okay, so yeah, anyways, so yeah, so I was talking about how, because then I jumped into the Chrysalis Tarot, and then, yeah, so you see, I was surprised by how I enjoyed how the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle read with the Forhoxa Tarot. Because if you know the Forhoxa Tarot, it's pretty much a sort of fairy fae based deck, but something to do with the, I think, the color palette of the deck, and the way that the guidebook is written. It to me sort of, it fit with the artwork of the, see here, see? Yeah. Okay. So it, to me, I don't, like, I just, the way that the color palette to me sort of just fit, right? Where yeah. And then the way that the messages sort of commingled amongst the guidebooks for me and intertwined, and I was able to put it together. That is, I think, that was the blending point in regards to the decks for me. And so I really really enjoyed that. So I'm still planning, and even the backs, the backs to me coordinate. So yeah. Even though they could, anyway. Also, so throwing into the mix that I'm still enjoying working with too, and this is a playing card deck, okay? But it's the way that the artwork and the images sort of on the cards, each of the cards, I feel like it has the appropriate intuitive hits to the meaning of what the playing card would be, right? Because essentially, those of you that know, a playing card deck is, and for those of you that don't, a playing card deck is essentially the makeup, the entire makeup of the minor arcana in a tarot deck. And then so, and with the jokers being the representation of the fool. This one is colors of the Four Seasons playing card art deck. And so it's 55 pieces of beautiful art. That's the website, which is monet.net. I bought this off of Amazon a few years back, actually. And then as I began reading more and more with tarot, somehow I think one day I just was, I picked it out and was playing around with it and was like, huh. And so it's become part of my collection to read with now. Because I have lots of playing cards. I've been collecting them since I was a kid. So, and most of those I don't read with. They're just, okay. So these I've been, how they've been sort of reading. I've just been loving that. So as I go to put away the other two decks that I was mentioning earlier, the Love Who You Are Oracle and the Wisdom of Hafiz, both published by US Games. The deck is by Angie Sullins, and the artwork is by Celius Tobal. And those decks are going to go away. And what I also recently started working with is, and I think sort of fits, slips right in, because of course, it's still working with the Four Hoxa, which is a fairy-like deck. So is the Tarot of the Enchanted Garden. And this one is Lo Scarabeo. This is one of their newer decks, and the box is like this. And hold on. Okay, yeah, that's where you go. Yeah. So anyhow, I was trying to match up the way that the anyways, whatever. Don't ask. So yeah, so Tarot of the Enchanted Garden, and I've been loving reading with it, and especially how you know, it's got this sort of Tim Burton-esque type of vibe, but it's fairy and fae folk. So but the coloring palette is limited to, you know, sort of like, well, kind of got this, not so much, you know, like, there's not to say like it's only limited to just a few colors, like, I mean, but it's all got this sort of pastel you know, type of coloring, and the way that the cardstock I can't quite describe the cardstock. It's a matte finish. It's not like the typical, I think this is like a newer of their cardstock. It's not like the typical Los Scarabeo decks that come in like these special boxes, because normally those ones are more of the glossy cardstock, where this is not. And they're more like a stiff cardboard, where this is not. Yeah. So, this one, when you shuffle, for those of you that, you know and love the ASMR of it, you know, it's got that you know, sounding kind of shuffle. So really like that. It, yeah, you know, you can riffle and bridge this very well. Okay, not like, you know, that's not one of my better ones, but yes, it does bow, but, you know, my solution is just to opposite shuffle, and to me that just, you know, suits it just fine to correct the bow, if you will. So yeah, so it's really nice. And a very small but mighty deck that I feel it's been in my collection for a while. I have read with it on the channel, and that's the Curiosity Oracle. Mine is the 5th edition, and it's by Holly Dufon. It comes in, like a cardboard. This is an indie deck. Just comes in, you know, this paper box type situation, if you will. But something about the way, like, so it has like a letter that you get as an intro from the creator, and then it has the meanings and phrases to go, you know, with each card. It's a paper layout that looks like this. But the messages and how it's been reading cohesively with all the decks that I've, you know, been working with, it's a small but intuitive read hit, if you will, and it's really on point in its messages, I feel. And so I've had this deck for years, and I have been, you know, I haven't used it in a while. I think I only brought it back out recently. But it's, you know, it's just, it's really cute. And like I said, I love the artwork. It's small. It's a mini deck, but the meanings behind it, behind each card, just, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's still in print and still available. I'll have it linked down below if you're interested. But this is an all-around good read, and I feel because of the way that the messages, it has its own system, and within the deck, and the way that it's laid out, to me is very self-reflective, very much in alignment with, you know, that introspection, sort of self-development kind of ideal, if you will. So I love that. These are the backs. Probably still gonna work with that maybe for a little while longer, before I rotate it out. And actually since I'm putting away 2 more decks and probably going to be bringing in, wait a second, I'm just gonna rotate in another one to work with, actually 2. One of them, which has already been pending, and I know my friend Priscilla over at A Life Full of Simplicity over there, hi, has started working with, and had, I think, just actually on Instagram, just today actually had posted, and I had already had this pending that it was going to be next in my queue, and is a recent release, mass market, and also is a deck that I wanted, and I can't really say it was Priscilla's fault. I think this was it was the creator's fault and their advertising on Instagram. So kind of already, and then okay, so this, like I said, this deck has been indie before, and I have seen it, but at the time it wasn't necessarily one that I paid that much attention to until it decided to come out mass market. Yeah. So, and that deck so happens to be Dirt Gems. This is an RP Studio mass market deck, published deck. It is by Anne Lewis Burdett, illustrated by Chelsea Granger, and I have seen previous, oh my, okay, sparkle time, previous walkthroughs of this deck. Yeah, so So this is what the inside looks like. And it's got a huge guidebook. So I'm really excited to see. Comes in typical RP Studio packaging with the box in a box, which I love. I hate when the cards don't come in the extra box and they come in this sort of cardboard tray cut out and then just yeah, no. So yeah, and it's got gold gilding. They're bigger cards, like what I know that I have some other RP Studio decks, and so I'm looking forward to working with this one, with what with the other decks that I'm going to currently keep still in rotation, and then the other one, hang on, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, right, okay. So this one, I've kind of had my eyes on for a while, but then never really decided to grab. But I think more recently, I think I saw it pop up on someone's channel. I don't remember, whatever, but it caught my eye again. And then because of the way that the artwork is sort of situated, and it's got that sort of collage-y type feel to it, I feel like, since I still plan to probably work with the Uncommon Tarot a bit, still, I feel like it will, really speak really well with it, and including the dirt gems. And this happens to well, I so happen to have it in this another, and I just feel like it fits perfectly for this deck, because it's actually a deck and guidebook set, but it's not, but the way, like, the extra additional guidebook is a big book, so it needed its, and I just felt like this was just perfect for it. And I got this on Amazon. So it's got that, just like my other one that I think I showed previously with my piggies on them. Yeah. That one, the black one with the white piggies. Okay. Outlined on them. And then, so that's, and this deck is the Nightwade Tarot, and with the tarot guidebook. So this is the tarot guidebook, and it's created by Michelle Nightwade, and I'm sure those of you that are into tarot and whatnot would have seen this already before, if you're not familiar with it. Or maybe familiar with it, I should say, rather. And so here's the tarot deck. So now, again, with my trusty little dollar store band, because actually this particular deck, the lid on this box does not stay closed. There is no like magnetic closure or anything to keep the you know, so it kind of, right? So okay. Anyhow, so this deck, it does also come with a little white book. These are the backs. It is gold gilded. And yeah. So something about the artwork here, I just feel like sort of, well, this is the guidebook for the Uncommon Tarot, but I just feel like, right? So, and that's pretty much what the artwork on the cards look like. Hold on a second, let me just grab them. Okay, so this is the Uncommon Tarot. This one, yeah, kind of a glossy cardstock. It's silver gilded. But this is the artwork on this deck. And I just feel like yeah, so I'm excited to put that into rotation. And there's actually a few more things that I want to show you before I wrap up this video. But I'm just going to briefly talk about it because, you know, it's recently, and it's more something I'm going to be working with a little bit later on. And I probably will do another more in-depth video about it later. But I wanted to show you is, hold on a second. Okay. So, yeah, so this, I'm, you know, just sort of more so want to talk about, what you can expect to see, you know, maybe coming up later on in the next, you know, few weeks, in future videos that I will be talking about. So, I have been a fan of R.H. Sin for a while, and have a few other books by him, but one of my favorite ones set is the Whiskey, Words, and a Shovel. I have the box set, which has 3 books in the set, but he's done other, like, he has so many other series published books that he's done. I don't necessarily own all of them, and of course most of it is, if not all of his works, is published by Andrews McMeel Publishing. And so I so happened to see that R.H. Sin had recently come out with a 52 weeks of mental awareness and self-care deck. and it called Ascending Assertion. So, again, published by Andrews McMeel Publishing, and I instantaneously was like, oh my God, I have to have it. It's like, it's totally in alignment with my practice and everything I stand for. Like, you know, like, So, and that's the thing with R.H. Sin and his work. I instantaneously connected with his poetry, and it's all about, you know, dealing with and self-reflecting upon situations, relationships, you know, the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs of, right? And so something, like I said, it's been his work has also been something that's very comforting and therapeutic and helpful when, you know, when going through like, you know, some emotional roller coasters and dark night of the soul and, you know, type of things, and needing to work through them. So, Andrews McMeel Publishing had agreed to send me a copy of the deck for the purposes of review. So I'm going to be doing that along, and as well as talking about all of, you know, R.H. Sin's other work, some of the collaborations that he's done, you know, and that I do have with his wife, Samantha Cole, or Samantha King, sorry. Why did I say Cole? Anyways, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So they've done some beautiful collaboration of works together. And she's also a published poet that, in her own right, and I do have some of her own self-published works, but they've often collaborated together, and also more recently I saw, and I had to pick it up because I felt like I needed to do the video together with the both of them. And this one is actually a poetry, some poetry work, that this is one of R.H. Sin's collaborative works that he's done with R.M. Drake, who is another published poet. You can find them online. R.H. Sin has, and I'm pretty sure Robert M. Drake has the same thing, but I'm more of a fan of R.H. Sin's, and know more about his work than I do about Robert M. Drake. But not to say that to disregard, you know, Robert in any, you know, form or fashion, because he's a beautiful poet in and of himself. I guess I connect more with R.H. Sin, if right? Okay. So, This is a collaborative project that they've done together, a set of poetry books, and it's done in 2 parts. And it's, so we have Beautiful Sad Eyes and Weary Waiting for Love. So I haven't yet read these books, but I figured once, when I'm ready to do the video, you know, and I've had the opportunity to work with them together, I just get this feeling that this, oops, sorry, I think about the camera there. I was trying to put away these books. I feel like them together will speak very well together. The Ascending Assertion deck here has, you know, see, so it comes in this hard linen type box. Reviewers love to knock on their boxes. So yeah, it's very, very sturdy. It's got so it's, of course, it's meant for daily reflection, right, and daily pulls. So it comes with its own card stand, which is pretty cool. Of course, you guys know me. I had just, you know, gotta put it in a bag. Okay, so it's because it space filler, because I don't want the cards. And yeah, so I did that, but yeah, it doesn't come with the organza bag. That's a me thing. So yeah, so I'm excited to, you know, to work with these coming up, and other thing I wanted to sort of quickly show, and I'm pretty sure I haven't shown this yet. Well, so this is another one of those same sort of book covers. This one is Teach Love, Inspire, Motivate, Listen, Encourage, a paraprofessional. And in here, and I will be doing, I think I'll be doing a more in-depth video. I may have shown this already, because somehow I feel like I'm having deja vu right now. But anyways, this is Listen to Your Heart, 31-Day Tarot Challenge, by Marielle S. Smith. This was a Kickstarter. And so I think for July, I'm probably, because, well, July is a month that has 31 days in it. So I'm probably gonna do it then. But this was, like I said, this was a Kickstarter, and it came with this, as well as, of course, I put it in here because it dried. Yeah, okay. The Kickstarter were actually just books, and tarot for entrepreneurs. And it's, now I don't ordinarily work with spreads. I know that's Priscilla loves working with spreads. I tend to use my own sort of format most of the time. But, you know, when I'm ready to get into, you know, trying out spreads, like, yeah. And I just felt like, again, you know, as I'm, you know, having to reinvent myself, and in that sort of way, and as I continue to develop my practice and stuff like that, this is just, I couldn't ask for something better. Yeah, so and really the Kickstarter was for this book was just a bonus. So yeah, and I still have to do my Winnie-the-Pooh follow-up video. Well, the Wisdom of the Pooh tarot pairings, and working with the deck. And of course, you know, I was, you know, graciously sent this for the purposes of a review from Running Press. You know, they're the umbrella to RP Studios as well. But yeah, so this, I had to get it because, I mean, the timing couldn't have been better, you know. And so yeah, so I still have that to so, you know, look out for that to be coming in the near future. And of course, you know, if there's video ideas and things that you want to see more of, you know, feel free to, you know, to leave a comment down below. And you know, and even with some of the decks that you may have seen on my channel already, that, you know, you want, like, to know more about, you know, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will always be in the know of when I upload my next video. And yeah, so far that's it for what I wanted to sort of talk about and showcase what I'm looking to put away, and you know, maybe, and start working with, and excited to do so. And yeah, to sort of wrap up the you know, the month and start anew with pride. So as we, you know, walk into the second half of the year, I can't believe how quickly it's going. It's wow. So yeah, thank you for joining me. And you know, as I always say, I am love, so are you. As I see you, I see me too. We are all human. So take care of yourselves and each other. And while you're at it, please me too. Until next time, I love you. Always live, listen, and learn. Be proud. Take care. Bye.
Gotta love one another. Gotta love one another. Gotta love one another. No matter what people